most unhappy girl in the world. Don't we, puppy? I'm so sorry. We caught her trying to lick her foot with the cone on. There's Maisie. And here is our weather. 33. And bright sunny day. My poor girl. Good morning, I'm Barbara. That was Pearl and Maisie. Sunday, March 7th. The year is perking right along. Oh, she went outside. She's finally figured out how to get the cone out the dog door, I think. Hold on, let me check if she got out. She did. Tells you how big our dog door is. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's going to start warming up after today, according to Dennis. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's going to be 60. Meanwhile, it's a bright sunny day, which is nice. So I did not get as much done as I had hoped yesterday. I did make progress on my room here, my stuff, but I didn't finish it up. I might do that today, although I did give myself the day off. I'm never going to get anything done. It's funny, we just had Kim and Aura here for dinner and musical evening, but we're prepping for that all day till they come at 4. Really. So it's an all-day event for us. I think that's our own fault, though. But I did finish my bistro sweater. It is much longer. I think I lengthened it by like 5 inches, so it's long. It's a long sweater now. You know, I do have measuring instruments I could use. But it's not too long. I think it's going to be fine. And it might shorten up a little bit if I sort of block it wide. It's negative ease. It fits me, but it's you know, several inches of negative ease as it turned out. I'm not sure why. Because that measuring instrument I never use. But it fits me and it's comfy and it's warm. So I will be finishing today. I am joining Valerie on her Zoom call this morning for a little while, and I'll be working on closing up those holes that I made with that design of mine. And then I'll have a new sweater just in time for 60 degrees. Well, it's going to be 40 tomorrow, so if I get those holes done, I'll get it blocking right away with my ceiling fan on, and I think I should be able to wear it tomorrow. I don't think the 60 is supposed to stay. I think it's, you know, just a little bump into the 60s and then back down again, so I'll get some use out of that. I did start swatching my Scrag. Hold on, let me show you what it looks like. So in my mind, this was kind of wildly variegated. It is not. It is a gorgeous tonal with a few speckles. Isn't that beautiful? OMG. So I'm trying to figure out, I swatched it with the idea of that sweater I showed you yesterday. And I like that sweater's in a DK weight, so I went up in needle size for this. I think this is a light worsted. Don't you? 200 meters for 100 grams. But I only bought 5 of them. And so I have 1,000 meters. Meters. So I'm having trouble. I'm focusing here. Anyway, so I have 1,000 meters, which according to that pattern is not enough for the size I think I would be making. Of course, my gauge is off. I'm getting 20 stitches for 4 inches, and the pattern is 22 and a half stitches for 4 inches. So I'm a little more than 10% off. So I would have to take that into consideration when I was trying to figure out what size to make. But the reality is that the only time I have to think about size is, or the pattern is, when I'm doing the armholes and the neck, just to make sure that I'm making it a, you know, a reasonable size for me. I mean, it's very simple, very square with a set-in sleeve. And my idea is that I should be able to do the set-in sleeve in the round using the Isabel Kramer method that I learned in her class. And since it's square, I can just figure out how big I want it and do the math, which I think would be like 210 stitches, which would give me a size 42. Size 42 around the bust and hips, I mean, because it's square. So it'll be, you know, I have an inch or 2 more on my hips than I have on my bust. So, because I'm a pretty much an hourglass. If you go by shoulders rather than boobs, I'm an hourglass for sure. Otherwise, yeah, I'm an hourglass. So 200, so I, you know, just cast on 210 stitches. But then last night when I was laying there, okay, I'm just going to make this so much more complicated than it needs to be. But I was laying there worrying that I don't have quite enough yarn. And this sweater is, you know, the pattern is bottom up. But my friend Simona, when she's doing like a yoke, bottom up yoke sweater, she often starts in the middle of her, you know, like bust, and then does the yoke first, and casts on with the provisional cast on, does the yoke first, and then turns around and does the bottom. And I was thinking of doing it that way, and I'm just picturing in my mind, it still matches, and it looks the same, right? I think that will work. And this way I can do the top and do the sleeves, and make sure that I, you know, and then just use every inch of yarn for the length of the sweater. That's what I was, you know, when I wasn't sleeping last night. This is what I do when, you know, I don't, maybe this is why I don't sleep, because I sit there and try to think these things up. But my other thing that I was thinking is, since this is such a gorgeous yarn and not highly variegated, and it's very tonal and beautiful, and the stitch, look at the stitch definition. I was going back to the idea of doing a mail-in, because the mail-in has that detail in the front, but this would look gorgeous in a mail-in, and the detail would show up perfectly well. Here are my 6 holes to tell me that I did this in a size 6 needle. And a mail-in is a worsted sweater. So I'm going to go and look the mail-in again. I might make another mail-in. It does make me sad that I have to wear a shirt under my mail-in, but it is warm. Very warm. It's my warm sweater when I'm feeling chilly. I put a turtleneck under it, and I'm really warm. When I wear a button-down shirt, for some reason it doesn't feel warm to have that cool cotton next to my skin. Calling it cool cotton could tell you why, probably. Anyway, I'm still in a dilemma with my scribe. And I need to make a decision because I have finished the knitting on my bistro. But I will be working on finishing it, doing the finishing so I can wear it. That would be sad if I didn't fill up those holes and then I didn't wear it till next year. That would be too bad. So I'm going to do that again. But I think I will take a look at the mail-in and see what I think about. Because this is that not going to be like so yummy? I'm very excited about that yarn, I gotta tell you. And then my granito in that navel that Verena gave me. Oh my God. I am going to be so bright this spring. And then I thought, oh, it's going to be 60. I can wear my garden gate without a shirt underneath. The beautiful colorwork sweater that Megan made me for Christmas. So anyway, I'm planning my wardrobe for the next week. So I finished my sweater and got ready. I made a little progress, and I think I'm going to work a little more on it down here and try to get this organized, even though I told Dennis I wasn't doing any work today. And he was fine with that because he doesn't want to do any work either. Although he's going to make more paneer. Did I tell you I made mutter paneer the other day? Yeah, Friday. Dennis made the paneer. It was a real joint effort. He made the paneer, and I made the mutter paneer. So, it actually doesn't take that long to make paneer. You have to heat it up to a certain temperature, and then you put in the acid. He uses citric acid. Some people use vinegar. We have to rinse it to get the vinegar taste out, I think. Anyway, you put in an acid, and that curdles it, and then you press it for half an hour, and you have paneer. I mean, I started making the mutter paneer at the same time he started making the paneer. Isn't that funny? Because you have to cook down you have tomato and some onions and, whatever. I mean, he might have started before me, but really we were doing it at the same time. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, it's delicious, and I'm having that, so he's not cooking. I made a double batch so that there were leftovers, and so he doesn't have to cook. But he's going to make more paneer. I bought milk for paneer because we also use paneer for those crackers we like. So we will be having paneer in our freezer for when we want either mutter paneer or crackers. So there you go. I'm just rambling, but it is a beautiful day. I did not sleep great, so that's a little bit of what's going on here. So I'm gonna craft with Valerie on her Zoom meeting. I hope some of you can join us. And I'm gonna paint today. I'm gonna fix up my sheep. I just have a little, I'm gonna put a little shadow and fix those little grasses. Those little grasses need a little attention. I need to do that before I stop for the night. I mean, I could have finished those, things. But I also want to go through my pictures and pick out my next piece that I want to do and paint. That's my plan. I hope you have a great Sunday. I hope you're doing well. Please take good care of yourselves. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Or maybe a few minutes later if you're Zooming. Bye. Oh, stay safe and stay sane.